Welcome back to the Dragon's Lair, everybody. My name is Wade, and this is my show Playtest, where I play games and you get to watch. Hey, relax, pull up a chair. We're going to talk about Dawn of War 3 today. It's the third game in the Dawn of War series. Dawn of War 4 is coming out in 2026, which is the year that we're in right now. I have played every Dawn of War game. Dawn of War 1, all of the expansions. Dawn of War 2, the expansion, and I got a playthrough of Dawn of War 2 and Chaos Rising in a playlist here for you. If you want to see it, cool, go check it out. You can get Dawn of War 3 on Steam. I do suggest that you wait for a Steam sale. There's always like a spring sale and a winter sale. Wait for the sales. I got really good deals on my wish list this last sale. And once again, super excited for Dawn of War 4 to come out this year. We still don't have a release date. It's May 1st, and we don't have a release date. Anyways, Dawn of War 3, it's made by Relic. It came out April 12th, 2017, so it's like 9 years old now. IGN gave it a score of 7.6. I agree, although I think I would probably go like 8.5. I can already hear the people in the comments saying, hey, Wade, you can't trust any game rating site. It's been proven that game companies pay them to inflate the ratings on their games. Yes, that is 100% true. What I'm saying is if you Google a bunch of sites and see what they rated this game, it's pretty consistent. It's either like high 70s or like mid 80s. It's pretty consistent. And I actually feel the same way. A lot of people give this game hate, and I don't get it. I don't think this is the best game ever, but I don't think it deserves the hate that people get it. So chill out, haters. I don't hate this game. A lot of people do. I'm putting up my just examples of the gameplay right now. Feel free to enjoy that. There's lots of cinematics. There's all sorts of great Warhammer 40k stuff. If you're a real-time strategy person, if you're a 40k person, this is a great game. This is a great game. Like I said, I've played all the Dawn of Wars, and okay, so first things first, it has a different play style. It is real-time strategy. There is some RPG elements to it, not as strong as Dawn of War 2 RPG elements, but it's still pretty cool. The graphics are so beautiful. You can play 3 different factions. You can play Space Marine, Orcs, and Eldar. You have to play them all to play the campaign because it covers the story requires you to play all 3. And I had a good time being a dirty Xenos. Watch my Dreadnought burn people with its flamer. Super excited about that. Each of the special factions, they each have a mechanic that is unique to them as a faction, and there's a lot of specialization in each of the factions. Basically, every unit has a special ability, and then there's lots of upgrades for those special abilities. It's cool. It's a cool game. And there's even these elite units that you can summon and then use, and the elite units get better over time, and the elite units have upgrades, and there's cool stuff. Now, I know that you're going to listen to this and you're going to think that I don't like this game because I do point out some of the things that I did not like, but that the gameplay overshadows the things that I didn't like. So things that I wasn't crazy about. There are some race-specific abilities, like the Eldar using the webway, that when it came time to use the mechanic in the story of the mission, I felt like it wasn't very explained very well how to do it, and maybe I was just dumb. When you get to that episode, leave a comment. Was I just dumb? But anyways, I didn't figure it out. I think it caused me to fail the mission, and I was probably an immature baby about it. So you get to see me at my worst. Keeps me humble. And then I think I had like one boss fight that just didn't go my way, and I probably cried like an immature baby about it, and you get to see that. So have fun with that. Make fun of me if you want to. So yeah, and then like the special ability with the orcs is you build Wa towers, and that unlocks more upgrades for you. And then scrap falls from space, and you use the scrap to do a special kind of upgrade on your units to kind of like make them elite. And that's really cool. The only problem that I had with it was once you have 4 Wa towers, You only need 4, so you have everything wide open to you as far as possibility to upgrade, and then you kind of get to, because there's a game mechanic where like your units take damage, individual guys in your unit will die, so it's in your best interest to run that unit back to a building that can either repair them or summon reinforcements, which is cool. But the thing is, you wind up with so much scrap as orcs, you don't know what to do with it all. And then you're just kind of like sitting on all this scrap that's now useless. And I don't know, it just felt weird. And, there are base building elements to this game, but the defensive structures, it's kind of, their placement of them and how they get used is kind of weird. So you can't defend your base with just the defensive structures because of the limitation on placement. So you have to like dedicate units to defend your base if you don't want your base to be utterly destroyed. And so it's just weird. It's definitely doable with a dedicated force to keep your base safe, but I don't know. It's just weird. So those are some of the things that I didn't like. One of the things that I did like is, so now we're going to talk about the likes. On the like side, there's just an intense amount of specialization. So when you go to each mission, you can pick like 3 special things to bring with you, basically. And it can be like, I'm just going to give silly examples, like the Dreadnought smash ability becomes stronger, or the Fire Prism prism cannon gets better, or just things like that. But because basically every unit has a special ability, you can kind of stack up all these special abilities. Like you can make your Dreadnought smash ability stronger, and then like a Blessing of the Omnissiah, and then all your vehicles heal. So your close combat Dreadnoughts become pretty strong because it's constantly repairing, and its smash ability is stronger, and so on and so forth. Those are just examples. But like there's a lot of specialization. You'll see me hem and haw over it. Another thing that's really cool is these elite units are pretty cool. And you, at one point, you can use a Wraith Knight, you can use an Imperial Knight, and you can use a Morkanaut. I forget whether it's a Morkanaut or a Gorkanaut, but if you are orc players, just know that it's either brutal or cunning, and I won't tell you which one. You got to figure it out. There are upgrades, so that's kind of the RPG element of it. Is like, if you're Imperial or Eldar, you do upgrades like at your base buildings to then unlock tiers of upgrades. So once you unlock like tier 2, you can further upgrade the damage and health armor of your infantry units, just like you can further upgrade the damage and armor of vehicles and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Pretty decent amount of base building. Like I said, every unit has a special ability. So learning how to like stack several unit special abilities together and use them in concert was pretty cool. Using mixed infantry and vehicle groups, that's super cool. I love that. Everything has a special ability. Everything basically has a way to specialize it up even further. The elites are really cool. One thing I didn't like was at one point I wasn't able to connect to the internet. So while I was not connected, the 2 or 3 missions that I did, my elite units, my special guys, didn't gain any XP, and I was kind of pissy about that because I want my XP. If you know me, I want my XP. But even the things that I was like, oh, this part wasn't that great. It doesn't overshadow the gameplay, because why are we here? We're here to, have awesome Space Marines or Orcs or Eldar or whatever that shoot at other dudes and use cool abilities. They have, like, when you click on a unit and it responds to you, they have great in-game responses. The plot is not a 4 and 40k plot. Demons are doing bad stuff. Excuse me. Orcs are getting in the middle of it. Eldar are trying to manipulate things. Like, it's a very 40k plot. So, like I said, I don't think this game deserves the hate that it gets. And if you have a calm, rational, reasonable explanation of why you don't like this game, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'll listen to you if you're calm, rational, and reasonable. If you're a crazy hater, I'm just not going to entertain it. But anyways, I really enjoy playing this game. I enjoy sharing this with you guys. And we here at the Dragon's Lair want to say thank you for spending your time with us. at the Dragon's Lair.